Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Christelle and I am the Love Zealot. And the first topic I guess we can talk about today is weight loss. I weighed at my heaviest about 200, maybe a little bit more. And now I weigh in at 165 to 163. But yeah, people have been asking me over and over again, what did you do? What's your secret? Please tell me, what are the tips and the tricks? And I've kind of boiled it down to four things. They might not be what you expect them to be, but it's what worked for me. And I can pretty much guarantee you that if you follow these four tips, you will lose weight. So the first one is going to be something kind of cliche, but it's something that's absolutely necessary in your journey to losing weight. It is, and that is loving yourself. Losing weight is not going to get rid of your insecurities. I can tell you that right now. As someone who has lost 35 pounds, I'm in a new body. I'm so much stronger, my clothes fit better, and yet every day I still deal with the same insecurities I had before. But I have to constantly remind myself that it's okay, and I'm working towards getting stronger and better and more fit and more healthy. Be your best friend. You have to be as supportive as you would to your best friends. Encourage yourself every day. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you are good enough. Yeah, today you might have slipped up, but you're human and you can start again tomorrow. And that leads me into tip number 2, and that is persistence. And this is something that I struggle with, which is why I still haven't met my goal weight. I'm not always as consistent as I could be, but we're working on it. If you are craving a cheeseburger and you give into that craving and that temptation, I don't want you to, as you're devouring deliciousness, to be like, well, there's no point in me continuing this diet. I give up. So many people do that, and you can kind of clearly see the example and like the surge in gym memberships in like January during like New Year's resolution time, and how like by February, March it like steeply declines. And it's something that we tell ourselves that, okay, if you fail once or if you make a mistake once, then the hell with all of it, there's no point in trying anymore. And that's ridiculous. Nothing in life works that way. You're never going to get anything the first try. You're never going to be absolutely perfect every single time in anything that you do, ever. Weight loss will not be the exception to that rule. Keep going. Even when it's really hard, even when you don't feel like working out, even when you haven't worked out when you should have, even when you ate the burger when you shouldn't have. Wake up tomorrow morning and go at it. It's going to be slow and you won't even realize the changes, but it'll happen. My third tip is slowly change what is in your diet. I am someone who, this has been the hardest part of losing weight, is controlling my mouth. I love to eat. It brings me joy, it brings me happiness, it brings me comfort. And I think it's awesome when food serves those purposes, but that shouldn't be the only purpose food serves you. Food is to provide nutrients to your body, to give you fuel so that you can be an effective, functioning human being on a day-to-day basis. And if you're not, if like a car, if you're not putting in the fuel, there's not gonna be any progression. You're not gonna be in motion. It's not gonna work. The exercise part is kind of been a breeze for me, but the eating part is really tough. And I started to change my eating very slowly because I knew how tough it would be for me. And it's just like very, very small things. Say if you usually drink regular whole milk, switch over to almond milk, or even switch over to cashew milk, which is personally one of my favorite dairy alternatives. It has a much creamier consistency than an almond milk. And also incorporating things into your diet slowly. So if you hate all vegetables except for carrots, and that's the only vegetable you can stand to have, because I know for me, eating raw vegetables has been a struggle for me because I don't typically like the flavor of them when they're just raw. But say if you only like carrots, then you incorporate carrots into your meals every day and enhancing that palate. You have to remember that if you're used to eating just straight up junk food, or if you eat a lot of junk food all the time, that your palate is used to lots of sugar, lots of salt, lots of fat. So slowly developing your palate, rearranging it, and learning how to eat properly. My fourth tip is similar to the last tip, and that is small incremental changes in your physical activity. This one was a little bit easier for me. I started off by literally hopping on, I have a treadmill at home. I hopped on the treadmill for 15 minutes. That's all I could stand to bear to do when I first started doing this. And slowly as I began to gain stamina and strength and cardio ability, like my lungs are so much stronger now. I can really go at it for so much longer at such a higher speed than I used to. And it was very slow it took a while for me to do that, but I did that. In addition to running on the treadmill, I would watch YouTube videos here, and learn different moves and workouts. And when I first started, some workouts I could not complete. You guys might be familiar with Blogilates. It's a very popular YouTube channel. If you haven't, I'll include a link down in the description box. You guys can check it out. It's super fun. Cassie is someone who's very energetic, very positive mindset, and kind of gets you going. And when I first started the videos, I couldn't complete them. It would be like a 10-minute video, and like 4 minutes in, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Cause bitch, you Alan. Like, some of the workouts are pretty intense, but now I find myself completing them. And sometimes even completing them with ease. And I'm like, well, maybe I need to amp it up or change up my workout a little bit so that I'm being physically challenged. Not saying that her videos aren't physically challenging to me, because best believe she can still whip my ass into shape. This morning, Cassie did when I did hardcore ab workouts. But yeah, check that out. And if you can't do it, if you can't complete a video, or if you can't be on the treadmill longer than 10 minutes, or if you can only walk around the block 5 times, and that's all your body can, and your body and minds, because honestly, a lot of it is mental. If they can't endure more than that, then that's what you do until you can build that endurance and you can complete even more tasks or exercises, or you can enhance your flexibility and your movement. So those were my 4 tips for you. 1, to love yourself. Because obviously, you know, my name is the Love Zealot. So I have to begin with that on my first video. Love yourself. Believe me, it helps you so much in the long run of your journey. In weight loss and in life. If you love yourself, it'll be a lot easier. It gets a lot easier. 2, be consistent. Keep going at it, even when you don't feel like it. 3, make small changes in your diet until you develop and change your palate so that you're able to eat a wide array of good, healthy, nutritious foods and enjoy it. And 4, make small changes in your physical activity. And those small changes will build your endurance, will build your flexibility, will build your strength until you're at the point where you can amaze yourself at the things that you're able to accomplish physically. I hope this was informative. I hope this was helpful. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Give this a thumbs up and subscribe. And down in the comment section, tell me your names and where you're from, I guess. Let's interact a little bit, me and you. Yeah, bye.